Good evening, everyone. I was just taking a time to reflect on a lot of things. Reflecting, first of all, on my relationship with God. Secondly, on where I am right now in my life at this point in time. Three, where I want to be in my business and where or how I would like God to use me. I was just speaking with someone, and I told them the greatest feeling in the world is to know that God is pleased with your life. And a few years ago, I've shared this testimony, but I'm going to share it again, and someone may not have heard it. But I was really agonizing within myself and, trying to see where I was in my life, because we can't compare ourselves to other people, and we cannot allow whether or not they approve of us or disapprove us to be the measuring stick for where we should be. The measuring stick or the plumb line is the word of God. And whether or not we are measuring up to him, not whether or not we're measuring up to the next person or the next sister, never comparing ourselves. And this year I've just determined that if I'm going to compare myself to anything or anyone, it's going to be the word. It's going to be God that I compare myself to. Where am I in lieu of or in light of where he says I should be? But anyway, a few years ago, I was really just asking God, Lord, where am I? What am I doing? Am I pleasing you? Are you pleased with my life? I need a report card. And so I just was, seeking him and just asking. And sometimes we don't know how God is going to answer our prayers or our requests. We don't know how he's going to do it. But understand this: whenever we set out to hear from God and our hearts are pure, he is going to answer us, and he is going to make sure that we know that, whether he's pleased or whether he's not. Whatever the question is, he said, we have not because we ask not. And I asked him. And so I left my church one evening, and I wanted to go and just have some dinner by myself and just have some quiet time and minister to the Lord and read the word and just have some peace. And I left and went to Subway, which is about a second from where my church is. And when I got there, the parking lot was full of people. And I'm like, I don't want to be here because I don't like always being around a lot of people. I just needed that peaceful time, that time of refreshing. And being in the presence of a lot of people at that point was not going to quench my soul's thirst. So I left there and went a block or two to another restaurant. And when I got to that restaurant, it was nobody there, as well as the area where I would have parked weren't a lot of cars. And so, but my soul said, I don't want to be here. My soul says I wanted to be in the place I started off going to it first, which was Subway. So I turned my car around, went back to Subway, and by the time I got back, which was within a period of 5 to 10 minutes, the parking lot was empty. And so I was, happy. I got up out of the car, went inside, ordered my food. And when I did, I sat down and there was nobody in the restaurant at all. Nice and peaceful. All the tables were empty with the exception of me. And so I'm going about reading and just, soaking in the quiet and the peaceful time. And all of a sudden, this lady